Hola chicos, bienvenidos otra vez a nuestra clase de español número 4. Yo soy Andrea Villada, tu profe, y hoy vamos a hablar de adjetivos posesivos. In our last class, we learned about subject pronouns. Yo, tú, usted, él, ella, nosotros, nosotras, ustedes, ellos y ellas. Remember, I told you to keep these pronouns in a list. When we studied the introductions in Spanish, we learned some sentences like ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Mi nombre es Andrea. Let's focus on these little words. Mi, tú. These are possessive adjectives in Spanish. These are also part of these small words I told you about you need to keep in separate lists. So keep the two lists where you can see them. And this is particularly important in Spanish because we have many pronouns. So these small words can be very tricky. Please, I'm not gonna say anything else. Do what you want. It's your process, but that's my advice. So here's the full list of possessive adjectives. Mi, tú, su, nuestro, nuestra, su. The meaning of them all is my, your formal, her, his, its, our, two ways to say our so far, and their, your plural. Let's see how they work. If I say my name, mi nombre, your name, tu nombre, informal your name, formal, would be su nombre. Her name, su nombre. His name, su nombre. Our name, let's say we're on a band and we say our name is the Rolling Stones. Nuestro nombre. Our mother, nuestra madre. Now, let's say we're talking to a couple of siblings and I say your last name. Since it's the same last name, I say su apellido. Their last name, su apellido. Possessive adjectives in Spanish are a type of determiner in our language, which means they join a noun to add more meaning to it. And also in Spanish, when you say a word is an adjective, it's a big thing to say. Why? Because most adjectives in Spanish have to change according to whatever thing they're determining. For instance, if it is a plural thing, then most likely this adjective is going to change according to that noun in terms of being plural or singular. If the thing is feminine or masculine, the adjective has to change accordingly. Not all of them, but many of them. When we say these are adjectives, that means that they have to match according to the noun they're describing. When I say name, that's the noun being determined by this particular possessive. So I say mi nombre. But what happens if I have, which I do, two names, and I say nombres in plural? Then my possessive adjective changes to mis nombres. If I say my friends, friends being plural, the possessive has to be mis amigos. So it's not related to me who own these friends, in that way to speak. It's related to the word amigos. If amigos is plural, then the possessive is plural as well. That happens to all of these adjectives. There are two ways to say each one of them. Me and mis, tú and tus, su and sus, nuestro and nuestros, nuestra and nuestras, su and sus. Let's see some examples. If I say your friend in informal your, I say tu amigo. If I say your friends, tus amigas. Her friends, I say sus amigas. In spite of the fact that I'm talking about a girl, amigas, it's plural, so I have to say sus. His friend, su amigo, but if I say his friends, sus amigos. If I say their friend, it's again su amigo. If I say their friends, sus amigos. Su has a lot of meanings. Su is the possessive for everyone else that is not I, you informal, and we. So it's actually a little bit funny when you say mi casa es su casa, a sentence that you might hear once in a while and that you guys know very well. Because when you say mi casa es su casa, it means my house is your house, this your being a formal your, su casa, de usted. But it also means my house is her house. My house is his house. My house is their house. My house is your house, you guys. So that is the reason, I think that is the reason why most students forget about this word, the word su. Maybe because it means so many things that it stops meaning something. And in the early process of learning Spanish, trust me, if you forget about a word, that word is su. If you're forgetting something like, yeah, this word, how do you say it? That word is su. And it takes like at least 3 more classes to start getting the meaning of it. It's like, oh, okay, now I get it. Now it's su. Is it su? And it's like, yeah, it is su. Okay, so if you're thinking about her name is su nombre es, his name is su nombre es, their last name is su apellido es. I told you that these adjectives change according to plural and singular, but our is the only one that changes according to gender as well. So there are 4 ways to say our in Spanish. Nuestro, masculine singular, nuestra, feminine singular, nuestros, masculine plural, nuestras, feminine plural. Remember, you have to match the adjective with the thing you're talking about, not with the person who owns these things. So if you say our house, house being feminine, singular, you say nuestra casa. Nuestro amigo, our friend, and this friend is a male friend. So we say nuestro amigo. Our dog, nuestro perro. Our children, nuestros hijos. Our sisters, nuestras hermanas. Now, let's practice a little bit. Yo tengo muchos primos. Mis primos viven en Venezuela. Ana tiene un novio. Su novio se llama Camilo. Tú tienes muchas amigas. Tus amigas son divertidas. Usted tiene un carro rojo. Su carro está afuera, señor. Nosotras tenemos 2 gatos. Nuestros gatos son muy lindos. Ustedes tienen un solo hermano. Su hermano es muy amable. Ana y Luis tienen un buen trabajo. Su trabajo es interesante. Nosotros somos estudiantes. Nuestra escuela está cerca de la casa. Carlos tiene 2 hermanas. Sus hermanas son mayores que él. Okay, so remember guys, you can always find exercises on the links in the description box. Okay, so go there if you want to read this information, and also if you want an infographics with all of these so you can print it and have it right where I told you you must have it where you can see it, then you can find that as well in the links. Okay, see you in our next class. Bye guys.